the system does have self-diagnostic facility. You don't need any tools, similar to the SX4 that I've actually shown you before, but the procedure is a bit different. So I think it's worth making a video to show you how to do it on the Grand Vitara here. This is a 2011 Suzuki Grand Vitara, and it's only applicable to the automatic air conditioning or climate control system, if you will. So I'm just going to rotate the ignition switch to the on position here, just to show you that you must have the system temperature selected for the system at 25 degrees, right? Otherwise it won't actually go into the test mode. It will not go into test mode if you do not push these two switches that I'm going to point out within 3 seconds of turning the ignition switch to the on position either. So within 3 seconds, with the system pre-selected for 25 degrees, push the auto and the demist function switch together, and the system will go into its self-test. So you can see there I had dashes, and then the end is displayed, meaning that there is no faults in the system, right? So a prerequisite for the setup here is, if you're not in bright sunlight, you'll have to put on the sun load sensor here, you'll have to have a 100-watt incandescent light above it, as the manual says. Basically, if you don't have a light load on the sensor, it's going to fault the sensor in a spurious manner, so you might be chasing your tail for nothing. That's normal if there isn't as I said, some light on the sensor. So yeah, that's it. Just to get out of the mode, it's just a matter of cycling the switch again and it'll go back to normal. I'll show you the fault matrix, because if it does come up with a code and you can't decode it, well, what's the point, right? You need the ability to decipher what the system is actually trying to tell you. So I'll show you that matrix in closing, and I guess we'll leave it at that. That's just a short one, boys. Okay, cheers. Okay, boys, because it's incumbent upon me to do my part for Canadian music. Tonight's musical recommendation, The Pursuit of Happiness. These guys were one of my favorites, and my wife's for the longest time, actually, through the 90s and the 2000s. They're still on the go, I think, for special occasions. Founded in the early mid-80s, I guess, by Mo Burke. He's the mastermind behind the operation, and fantastic guitar player, and Chris Abbott is no slouch either. Yeah, this is their first album, The Pursuit of Happiness. Downward Road, also a great album. Can't go wrong with any of their stuff. Mo Burke, Pursuit of Happiness, check them out.